Well, good morning, guys. Had a few days to kind of process the Charlie Kirk assassination. Kind of ironic that we just released our Dear Mr. President documentary regarding censorship. I think everybody needs to see that. We're going to re-release it in memory of Charlie. As soon as we download it and upload it, you'll be able to see it everywhere. Otherwise, I kind of popped on some of the shows today, and of course all you hear is these left-wing lunatic Democrats. They're wanting more gun control. Problem is, we don't need gun control. We need left-wing lunatic Democrat control. They've taken it way out of hand. If you can't debate and talk about a war or any situation, then the country's lost. I'm sorry. I won't allow that to happen. I got 5 grandchildren. I just lost my wife. I got 3 children of my own. And I'm not going to leave them a world fucked up like this. So, this is my message to everybody. I, personally, am giving it till Christmas of this year. No more, not one day more. If it's not straightened up, or if I don't see drastic progress in the right direction, I, myself, will take it in my own hands. Charlie, rest in peace. I know you were an advocate against violence, but that's what they brought it to. All my research on history, I found that the only currency in the world that survived is violence. The strongest always took from the weak. You could be the best prepper in the world, but if you don't defend it, somebody who didn't prepare will take it from you. That's just law of mankind, I guess. It's our nature. Sad as it is. But myself, I'm a pacifist. I don't get involved or resort to violence unless I know I can absolutely get away with it. And it's justified. If it's not justified, it's not warranted. Karma will bite you in the ass. I hope I live long enough to see karma bite the guilty in the ass. I want to see accountability. I want justice. All these left-wing lunatic ideas of timeouts and don't spank your kids when they screw up doesn't work. Never did. I was raised on tough love. I turned out okay. No worse for wear. Yeah, you got bumps, bruises, and scrapes. We weren't wearing helmets or knee pads when we rode our bikes. You know, I'm a product of the 70s. The world was a different place back then. Much, much better. There was none of these cell phones. There was none of this internet. Yeah, it's convenient, but you gave up all your freedom for that. Was it worth it? I don't know. I mean, I was making videos on VHS. It started with Betamax. Couldn't stream it, but you could show it to everybody. I don't know. I just still at a loss. And could be because I'm still going through the rage part of losing my wife. That's all part of the healing. We just need to heal this nation. We need to eliminate everything that's gone wrong in this country by eliminate those who have been doing the wrong. Starting with the Clintons, the Obamas, going all the way back to Johnson, for sure that I know of. He was the first traitor in the bunch. I mean, not the first, but the first in my lifetime. If you don't eliminate the people making the problems will persist. I know we just spent 5 years trying to wake up stupid. Stupid can't be cured. Duct tape does not fix stupid. You know, as they say, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. These horses don't want to be led. So why trying to keep forcing it? It's just a waste of time and energy. They don't deserve our time and energy. The nation's in mourning right now. I think it's been in mourning for a long time, since Kennedy. Started with Lincoln. But they don't realize the bear they woke up. You poke the bear will attack you. Get ready. Like I said, I'm giving them till Christmas, good, bad, or indifferent. We need to see something. I know there's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes. I can feel it in my heart. But until we see it with our own eyes and see it on the fake news media, which if it was me, I would have taken them out 5 years ago. They're the problem. They keep pushing the propaganda from the left-wing lunatics. My solution for left-wing lunatics is the old saying, lobotomies worked. If you don't want to kill them off and leave them hanging in the streets like the pirates did on the docks, what's the next step? I don't know, you tell me. But like I said, I've had time to sleep on it. I've calmed down quite a bit. I'm not just flying off the cuff like I have been for the last few days. My inner filter died off with my wife. She kept me grounded. She would tell me if I was saying too much. Me, I didn't think I said enough. And obviously we didn't. So now we're going to take a page out of their playbook. We will be loud and proud. We will be in their face. We will not put up with their intolerability of us. Those days are gone. The Hillary Clintons, the big Mike and the fake Obama, the trannies, they're all insane, psychopaths, and they need to be dealt with. Timeouts, participation trophies, that was just a stab in the heart of manhood, divine feminine, and the right way to raise your children. These kids got brainwashed from our lack of speaking up, our lack of stepping up, our lack of intervening and taking care of the problem when it was this big. Now it's massive. I can't open my arms wide enough to show you the scope of the problem. You can see it. You're not blind. I hope you're not stupid. Otherwise, get in line with the rest of the stupid. Me, personally, Amish wood chipper, put it in a bucket and take it out on the boat with Discovery Channel for Shark Week. We can recycle the stupid. I mean, I've been told I was crazy all my life. Big dreamer. Me, personally, I miss the dragons. If the dragons were still here, we wouldn't have stupid and slow running around. Dragons used to whittle out the slow and the stupid. But since we killed off all the dragons and the giants, supposedly, now it's up to us. You ready to step up? If not, better step out of the way and better keep your mouth shut. You want to criticize other people on how we handle business? Keep that shit to yourself. Keep it off the TV. Or by Christmas, you'll just be MIA. And personally, I won't miss you at all. I know that's not Christian or Catholic or whatever you think everybody is. But What do you think? Think I'm out of line? Do you think that's a hate speech? No. It's patriotic speech. If you don't want to save our country, go somewhere else. You think the grass is greener somewhere else? Go. Nothing's stopping you. Unless you do something wrong to one of the innocents or the kids. You commit a crime, you need to do the time. But all my lifetime, the more heinous the crime, the less the time. That's a big problem. Got all these left-wing lunatic judges that aren't even lawyers. They're not even qualified to be a judge. But because we sat on the couch watching football, playing video games, while the evil crept and crawled in every crack and crevice, weaseling their way into every government position they could get into, because they knew damn well you could take the smallest job in the world and work that all the way up to the presidency, especially unabated. It's time to abate them. It's time to fight back. I mean, if Thomas Jefferson and George Washington were alive today, they would be throwing up in just utter disgust of what we've let this nation turn into. But they can't. But I guarantee you they're rolling in their graves. First thing on their mind, what income tax? Property tax? Are you fucking insane? Do we need to have another Boston Tea Party? I keep hearing patriots with a Y, talking about civil war. All this is going to cause a civil war. Civil war isn't the right term. It's revolution. It's revolution that got us this country in the first place. It's revolution that got the Declaration of Independence and the Bill of Rights signed. Revolution and determination to win and succeed. To break the shackles and the chains of slavery. Yeah, we're all slaves. You know, black, white, yellow, green, blue, purple, doesn't matter. We're all slaves. We're all slaves to the evil that's corrupted our society, our world. Everybody talks about Jesus being holier than thou. Jesus was like me. He got mad. He got mad a lot when he saw injustice. He didn't show up at that church, you know, with bearing gifts to the bankers and the Phoenicians, Khazarians, whatever you want to call them, the guilty. I call them the guilty. I don't care what religion they think they are. Doesn't matter to me, it's all irrelevant. But he didn't show up with gifts. He showed up with a whip. He flipped tables. He beat them. He beat them mercilessly and threw them out. And what happened? Nobody stood behind him. Everybody just watched, saw what they did to him. I'm not comparing Charlie Kirk to that, but in essence, same kind of thing, just modern upgrades. They used a gun rather than a cross. May I believe in guns. Guns, knives, hand to hand, doesn't matter. If you can't protect yourself, you're just going to go by the wayside. Unless you get lucky. Find somebody else that can protect you. That's what these libtards don't realize. Especially the rich ones, the Pelosi's, you know, all the ones that scammed all the money out of the stock market, stole from us, make laws to better their lives and hinder ours. Those days are done. Fraud negates everything. Which means they're all negated, because they are frauds. I think authenticity is one of the strongest, most needed currencies right now. Honor, pride. What happened to those? Are they going to die off with me? I hope not. I've heard chivalry is dead all my life. I was beginning to think I was one of the last. But every day goes by, they're proving themselves right, unfortunately. I'm lucky enough to be involved with a bunch of people since Truth Tour changed my life, gave me a whole new perspective on things. Realized I wasn't alone. There's more of us than there are of them. I know it's hard to see, but I think the unfortunate assassination of Charlie is making even the left realize that. They went way over the line. Everybody's got a line in the sand, and they jumped way past it. Now we're in the water. You can sink or you can swim. Me, myself, I'm a great swimmer. I can't sink. Even if I fall asleep, I still float. You're not going to get rid of me. Yeah. No more holding back. You know how crazy they sound every time you try to spark up a conversation? Even going back with the COVID, even the masks, the little mask Nazis that were running around back then. Put your mask on. Shove your mask up your ass. I told them back then, if I'm putting a mask on, I'm robbing the place, especially the banks. Who in their right mind would think wearing a mask in a bank would be legal? When they got signs out there, no backpacks, no sunglasses, no hats, take your hoodie off. Does that make any sense? No, not at all. Of course, Karen was alive back then. She wouldn't let me rob the banks. But I was the only guy in there getting yelled at, pointed at, screamed at, because I wouldn't wear a mask. Still won't. Halloween, yeah, sure. Otherwise, you see me in a mask, you better run. Run the other way fast. Don't stop, because I won't. Yeah. I know there's a right way and a wrong way to do things. And obviously everything we've tried so far, in essence, has failed. Small wins here and there. Win the small battle here and there. It's great. But when you win a small battle, you need to let the troops know you won a small battle. Don't leave the troops hanging, thinking nothing's getting done. Dear Mr. President, quit hiding the progress. Put the military in all the cities. We need them. They're there anyway. The military is citizens and nationals of the United States, of the Republic. They are a citizen or a national of whatever state they were born in, whatever state they reside in, and whatever state they serve in, or country, if they're deployed. So the military's always been here. I'm related to a lot of them. Veterans, some currently serving. And I thank them every day for their service. Just like law enforcement, ICE, anybody that's here to serve and protect us, we the people, deserve our respect. Now, if they're dirty and doing the wrong things, they don't qualify for our respect. They qualify for our disgust and our form of justice. It doesn't mean put them in a prison and take care of them and pamper them with MTV and tennis. Fuck that. Criminals in other countries, if you get caught stealing, you lose a hand. That way everybody can see that you're a thief. You need to do that with all of these guys and women. All are guilty need to be treated as such. You steal twice, guess what? You're eating with your feet. Imagine wiping your ass with your foot. Doesn't sound very fun. I think that'll deter a lot of thieves. You pedophiles out there, I got no respect for you at all. First offense of a pedophile? Castration, immediate. No anesthesia, no Band-Aid, no stitches. Just whack it off. That way they can't offend a second time. Then, while they're still kicking and screaming, feet first into my wood chipper. We will make some good out of the evil. Chum for Shark Week. I don't know. You guys may love or hate this video. I don't really care. I got to get it off my chest. It's coming from the heart. All I have to say is, please don't let this country go the way of Charlie Kirk and Jesus. Don't let them crucify it, demoralize it, and take advantage of it. It's not to be taken advantage of. And it's to be cherished, loved, taken care of, made better for our children and our children's children. So, I'm calling to all you guys. Left, right, up, down, in, out. I don't care where you're at. What point of view you have. We can all get on the same page. If we don't save this country, there'll be nothing left to save. And God help us all if that is the case. I think God's stepping in and having me do this video. Maybe it'll wake you the fuck up. Get your fat ass off the fucking couch. Turn off the TV. Turn off the video games. Put your phone on airplane mode and go out and do something. Go to a rally. Go to an event. Got Constitution Week coming up next week on Lake Havasu. Should go there. Go check it out. You feel alone sitting in your house, scared of what's going on in the world, for what you're seeing on fake news? Fuck them. Shove it right in their face. Show up. Participate. Don't make your mark on this world, your biggest mark in this world, be the ass print on your couch. Make it something you believe in. You stood up for. Worth fighting for. We're dying for. I know my kids are. My grandkids, definitely. We've lost so many good people in these last few years. More than I can count on both hands and feet. But I haven't seen too many guilty ones missing. Not enough. Plus letting them die off of old age. That's not justice, guys. That's not justice. That's them getting away with it. And it's disgusting. I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed of myself for letting that happen. And I'm not in charge. So technically, it's really not my fault. But ethically, it is. To myself, it is. I hold myself accountable. Problem was, most of my life, I held myself more accountable than the guilty. Those days are gone. The daycare died. Big shift. My filter's gone. I will not tolerate intolerability. I will not tolerate stupidity and ignorance. Those are the only two things that really irritated me all my life. Still do. Stupidity and ignorance. Problem in the world today, all the schools, all the colleges, starting at kindergarten, daycare, they're all teaching stupid. You can't drive five minutes in Vegas, any direction, without running across the school zone. 15 miles an hour. It's not even by a school. Like I said, I'm a product of the 70s. We were taught at a very young age how to cross the street. Now they just wander into traffic. School zones in front of colleges. UNLV's got 15 school zones around it. Not even by the campus, just around it. I'm sorry. If you're fucking in college and cannot cross a fucking street without getting run over, you deserve to be run over. Sorry, dropped my phone, I got so upset. Day one in kindergarten should be how to cross a fucking street. That should be the curriculum. Second curriculum, love, respect, and honor your elders. Don't put them in a fucking home to die. Bring them home. Learn from them. Karen used to caretake for Maury. He's going to be 104 in November. I took over for her after she passed. I still can't go back to work. And he's go, go, go. The only reason why he needs us is because they took his truck and his license away when he turned 100. I'm really trying to get him to do a podcast with me. I thought of a perfect name, Ask a Centurion. Have people ask questions, him answer them. Because he can put a lot of this nonsense to bed. All this fake news and fake history that they're changing and swapping out. Because he's seen it with his own eyes. He's heard it with his ears. He smelled it. He's tasted it. He lived it. True, it might be his version of it, his tunnel vision of it. But even tunnel vision is better than no vision. Hell of a lot better than wearing a mask. But I think if I can talk him into it, he's worried that he's not sharp enough to do it. But everybody that sees him, everywhere we go, I mean, in some cases, he's sharper than me. He remembers names, dates, places. He has a little trouble hearing because of the hearing aids, but that's to be expected. But he still hears. He still watches. He still listens. There's a lot of good left in this world, more than people think. It's time we start exposing the good, because all we've been doing the last 20 years is exposing the evil. Evil's been exposed. They need to be dealt with. The exposure time is over. We got all the receipts. We got all the proof. We know what they did. We got Hillary's emails. We got the fucking Epstein list. We know where they all are. We got their home addresses. We got their phone numbers. We know where their kids go to school, just like they do us. We evened the playing field. We took all the Obama technology from the fake 9/11 attack that Bush has concurred. We took all that Patriot Act shit and spun it around on them. Thanks to Snowden and Julian Assange and Charlie Kirk. And in some ways, you and I. Maybe not as vast. Maybe not as far outreaching. But hey, everybody started with one subscriber. It's just some of us got lucky and it grew. Other of us, like us, got canceled, lost our channels, have trouble rebuilding them. Everybody's stuck in this Kardashian bullshit world. Queers and trannies running rock on TV. Bunch of left-wing ideology. Communist. Socialist. You want to be a communist and a socialist? Go move to China. See how you're treated over there. Yeah. Do an honest comparison. Quit comparing us like apples and oranges. Doesn't work. Unless you want a fruit basket. I took a little bit of time off and processed Karen's loss. Took some time off with Charlie because I didn't want this just to be a rant. A few days ago, I'd have been screaming at this video. Screaming. How pissed I am at everybody that's just lazy-dalical, sitting on their ass waiting for somebody else to do it for them. Guess what? Indirectly, we're doing it for you. That's not our goal. Our goal is to save the ones that are worth saving. You that do nothing, constantly bitch, or send in hate mail, or send in hate comments, or stir shit, just to think you're making a difference. You're just a problem. Me, myself, problems are like bugs. You want to get rid of the problem, you kill the bug. I'm not Buddha. If a mosquito bites me, I'm going to kill it. Ant bites me, I'm going to kill it. Guess what? You bite me? So sorry. Not sorry. Same result. I will not have the same ant, the same mosquito, the same spider, or the same evil bastard, or bitch, depending, or whatever they identify themselves as. I don't really give a fuck. A problem's a problem. Queers and trannies can change the names of the streets, the names of the statues, the names of the airports. They shouldn't be able to. You want to change it to somebody's name? Put a hero on there, not a zero. People can believe what they want. They can say what they want. That's what freedom of speech is for. But to get shot over an opinion, you're out of line. Thank God Utah's got the death penalty. Everywhere should have the death penalty. You want to know why? Because eventually we all die. The planet has a death penalty. Everybody's got a time limit. Especially the guilty. They're trying to evade it with their adrenochrome from the tortured children, the blood drinking from their ritual sacrifices at their little satanic little meetings. You know, Bohemian Grove, Davos, Jekyll Island. Next time they have a meeting, we should all show up. Show up and express our grievances. Because those places and all those people should be eliminated. They should all be extinct. Like the dodo birds that they are. It's time for a cleansing. Yeah. Everybody needs to take a hot bath. Wash all the guilty, scum-ridden, evil cabal ways and their products off of us. Quit buying the Bud Light. Quit going to Cracker Barrel. We showed them what we can do. Now it's time to do it with everything else. Quit buying all their products. Put them out of business. You want to hurt the Rothschilds? Get rid of the dollar. Or I should say the Federal Reserve note. I know it's coming. We drove through Washington on True Tour 2 3-4 years ago. The IRS building was not only closed, boarded up, sandbags, and the ramps to get off the freeway to get to those buildings had concrete pylons on them where you couldn't even get off the freeway to go there. But they said it was still open. People are stupid. Anybody still paying taxes? You're stupid. You're funding evil. You like making Pelosi fatter and richer? You like Clinton, Hillary Clinton, fucking fatter and richer? You want to keep her out there peeling faces off little girls? Her in Aberdeen, Pedosa, all those frickin' pedophiles. They all need to be held accountable. And if you don't want to do it, I'm more than happy. Hey, I volunteer. I don't have a guilty conscience taking out evil. That just it doesn't compute. If there's karma against taking out evil, so be it. It's part of the plan. I don't know. I didn't make the plan. Yeah. I'm just over it. Tired of it. 58 years old. Don't have a lot of time left, but what time I have, I'm going to use it all to make this world a better place. And if I got to get some blood on my hands, so be it. 9 times out of 10 is my own blood anyway. But hey, nothing worthwhile comes easy. It's time everybody stand up for something, otherwise we're going to fall for anything else they come up with. Me, I'm standing for God and country and family. To me, Hillary Clinton, Obama, Rothschilds, Soroses, they're all ants and bugs in the wrong place at the wrong time. And to me, justifies their own demise. Now, if I was in England right now, I'd probably be arrested for saying this. That's why I'm not in England. Love to go there and visit one day. And maybe we will. One of my friends are going to Ireland to go see Mark Atwood. I wish I could go. I really do. But with Karen's passing and everything I got to deal with right now, in the process of moving out of the house, had to move storage units. It's just been a nightmare. And I'm not in the best of health. Like I said, I can't go back to work and lift heavy stuff or do ladders or nothing. So I'm enjoying my time spending it with Maury. 3 days a week. Talking to a centurion. I think I'm going to take Jason's idea and see if I can record him. And just start with that. And see how that goes. And eventually, hopefully, get him on a podcast. Everybody I mentioned it to said it's a great idea. And we need to ask the elderly the questions before they're all gone. Ask the real questions. What was it really like back then? Who really did what? What did they see? What did they feel? What did they experience? All we get is the Jewish Khazarian mafia version of history. His story. His story. It's not truth, it's not fact. There might be a couple dribbles of truth and fact in it, but they corrupted it just like they do the news. Just like they spin the headlines. I'm surprised they haven't blamed Donald Trump on Charlie Kirk's death. Did Trump pull the trigger? Was Trump up on that roof? Do you idiots really believe that shit? Come on now. Pull your head out of your ass. Otherwise, go get another booster and another vaccine. Get in line. Go get them. Those are for you, not for people like me. The only thing I'm sick of is people like you pushing your stupid shit on people like me. Hey, you want to invent a vaccine? Great. Go ahead and do it. Take it yourself. Test it on yourself, not the dogs. Fauci. Fauci should be wrapped on it, strapped to a table with a Ziploc baggie around his head with the sand fleas on his face, just like he did the Bengals. The Beagle dogs. Not Bengals, sorry, Beagles. Yeah, Frankenstein needs to go the way of Frankenstein. All of them. All those lab geeks working on all that toxic virus and biochemicals and all that shit. All those people need to go. We don't need them. They're unwanted. They're creating shit that God didn't create. To kill us. To manage us. To corrupt us. To tax us. To charge us for them killing us with the shit they bought to kill us with our money. Are you fucking serious? Are you still fucking paying taxes? Extend that shit. If you're too scared to tell them to fuck off like I did 35 years ago, the only thing I can say is extend it. Do at least that much. Tell them you need an extension. They're not going to file shit. You got some questions. They couldn't prove it to me 35 years ago that I owed them shit. They still can't now. There is no law for income tax. It's revised statutes. When I studied it, there was no internet. I had to go to the library in Nevada. Nevada revised statute. It's got all the tax codes in it. What they can and can't do. And guess what? They can't do shit. Nothing. Unless you were born in one of the 13 original colonies, active military, or elected official. Otherwise, you're a national, just like an Indian. Me, I was born in Indiana. My failed bankruptcy trying to save my house. I claimed myself the last of the Indianians. I demanded my 2 cases of Winchesters, my 5 cases of bullets, 2 barrels of whiskey, and told them to keep the fucking blankets. I also told them, next time I come to court, the only thing I'm bringing is a ceramic knife through security so I can scalp all you sons of bitches. And I left. You want rights? Talk about slavery. You know, Jesus Christ, what they did to the Indians, the indigenous. Got them all drunk and drugged up on reservations right now. They need to wake up. I will join the Indians on their fight. They got more right to this land than we do. No matter how many times you think you bought it, you don't own shit. You know who owns all the dirt? The dead queen. And she wasn't even legit. So that tells you, you don't own shit. Neither do they. Yeah. Time for a big change. We've already been going through all the bad changes. Time to start making good changes. For good reasons that benefit we the people. We the majority of people. Not we the 1%er. Fuck them. They don't deserve anything they inherited. And if they're going to keep pushing us to the brink, to the extremes, God can't even help them. If he does, I'll be upset at him too. They don't need any more help than they already got. God needs to help us. Wow, 45 minutes already. I guess I better cut it. But I had to get this off my chest. Feel a little better. Thank you for letting me vent. And hopefully this uploads without getting banned before it even goes up. But we'll see. You know, we're still in a censored world. Hopefully not for much longer. Trennis, God help you, brother. Take that shit to court. Hold them all accountable. Mel, you did a great job on the video. Carol and Elise. Oh my God. I mean, what do we have, 3 months to put that together? And you guys pulled it off. You pulled it off. It looked better than the Spielberg movie. Of course, we could use some special effects, maybe in the next one, but hey, we're getting there. For a first try, I think we did excellent. High five. And yeah, we just got to keep going forward. And we're going to take our country back. But like I'm saying to all the white hats in the military out there, please step up, do the right thing. President Trump, command them to do the right thing. They're all wearing cameras on them anyway, GoPros and stuff. Put that stuff on CNN so the normies can see it. They're all worried about ICE raiding a bunch of illegal immigrants that are raping and killing people on the bus and the subways. Fuck them people. Not only the ones that committed the crime, but the ones that are sticking up for it. You want to go down to Venezuela and try to get a criminal out of a fucking Venezuela prison to bring him back to America? Guess what? I'd throw you in the fucking cage with them. You can live the rest of your days down there with 80 of them because you love them so much. That little fake interview with that fake frickin' whatever his name was, Minnesota dad, whatever they called that guy, the criminal, the guilty motherfucker, looked like they were having lunch at a mall. That did not look like a prison to me. And if it is a prison, hell, it's nice in my fucking house. Sorry. If that's what prisons get to, hey, you know, it could be a step up. Prisons should be like dungeons with no rights. Nope. No TV, no internet, no phone calls, no conjugal visits. We don't want those stupid people breeding. No, 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 no. Whoever allows that should be fucking locked up too. Bad idea. Stupid people shouldn't breed. That just makes more stupid people. Now, time to get rid of the stupidity and the ignorance and bring common sense back to the forefront. Common sense is what's lacking in this world. Common sense, as far as I know, I swear to God, I thought it was extinct. And I was really thinking my last day on earth it would be. I live on common sense. It's the only thing that's got me through. I don't have no college degree. Didn't need it. I owned my own company for 20-some years, so I had a divorce. I had to cease and desist. Every time somebody told me, oh, you need to do this, you need to do that. No, I just did it. I did it myself. Yeah, I learned the hard way. Yeah, it cost a few bucks. Still cheaper than college. Didn't have no college debt tuition for learning propaganda and communism, Marxist bullshit. I lived my life being the exception to the rule. I was always the oddball, and then found out with my surgery a year ago that I wasn't normal. All my innards were in the wrong spot from birth. I knew something was wrong. I just figured it was the world around me didn't fit me. But now, O negative blood, all my innards in the wrong spot. Found out I got 4 spleens rather than 1, and an extra artery going down to nowhere. Who knows where I'm from? I don't know. Be cool to find out. But that's not my priority right now. My priority is saving this planet, saving our country for my kids and my grandkids and their grandkids and great-grandkids and generations to come. Otherwise, I could die today. Aside from not doing enough, my only regret. My biggest regret was not strangling Bill Gates when I met him back in Windows 3.1 at the Comdex show. I could see the shark eyes, just black, no soul, just evil. I felt it. I heckled him for years in his opening speech. Hey, Bill, remember me? Windows shouldn't be called Windows, should be called broken glass because it's broken. That was me for years. Every time he did an opening speech, they'd have to shut the cameras down and redo it because of me. But unfortunately, I was the only one that saw through his bullshit. If I'd have strangled him back then, I could have saved billions of people. Thinking back on that, it weighs heavy on my heart. And what was he? Just a thief. Yeah, just a thief. And turned into an evil Frankenstein. You know, the only viruses in the world are in his computer software. That's why they had him working on the COVID shit. You guys didn't realize that? He is the king of the virus. He is a virus. Him and his whole family. They're a plague on the world. Killed more people than the plague. Damn sure more people than Hitler. You want to know who killed more people than Hitler? Obama. You want to know who deported more people than Trump? Obama. People want to wake up and see the truth? You guys are viciously backing people that are just evil pieces of shit. And in return, it makes you an evil piece of shit. So, I hope you like Gitmo. You won't be there very long. That's on the upside. You're only there for a few days. Unless they plant you in the garden after they execute you for your crimes against humanity. Or treason. Or both. But I'll tell you, Gitmo's a more humane way to go than other end of me. I'm not going to make it quick and pleasant. I'm going to get my giggle on. It's been decades since I got my giggle on. I'm long overdue. I was saving it all up for a hell of a celebration when this is all over. But as we saw last week, it's not even close to being over yet. We're still in the beginning of it. We got a long way to go. We got to nut it up, step up, and do something. Good, bad, or indifferent. Do something. At least you could be able to sleep at night. Better than me, unfortunately. I haven't slept worth a shit since my wife died. Don't expect to. I quit expecting to. Yeah. There's not too many things that should take priority anymore. You know, people are worried about the wrong things. They're not looking at the big picture. What do they say? Take an elevated view. Look at the whole picture. Look at the whole scene, the whole battlefield. Don't just concentrate on one bunker. Those are in the details. But, as I said, I support everything they're doing for the good. I don't support them hiding it from the public, we the people. I don't think anything should be hid from we the people anymore. We voted for transparency, not opacity. We tore the veil off the world, off the guilty cabal. We also tore it off the good. We're not holding just the guilty accountable. We're holding the good accountable. We need to keep the feet to the fire. We need to stay focused. Can't be distracted. Yeah, we can mourn and have bad days and sad days. And we can also have days full of rage. The world's bipolar. Our existence is bipolar. Good, bad. Good, evil, right, wrong, left, right, up, down, in, out, black, white. Everything's a duality. Me personally, really want my honest opinion between Jesus and Satan, or Jesus and Lucifer, Morning Star, whatever you want to call them. I think they were twins. And we all got twins on us. Got a good shoulder and an evil shoulder. And both of them whispering in our ear all the time. It's up to you to decide which one you're going to listen to. Me, I listen to them both. I don't act on them both, but I listen to them both. They both got points of view. And if you don't understand all sides of the story, both sides of the story, you're just caught in the middle. Which, unfortunately, I think the majority of us have been, and some still are. I think everybody's got a place in this world. Everybody's got a purpose. Could be good, could be bad, could be neutral. Some people don't want to do anything but exist. That's fine. But in this day and age, it isn't all up to you. There's external forces pressing down on you that you can't even comprehend. Big gov, small gov, human nature, pride, ego, love and hate. That's what rules us on the inside. That's what dictates our every step. Points us in the right or wrong direction. Because no matter what direction you're on at the time, you think it's the right one. And it could be. If you listen to your gut and your heart when you made the choice, 9 times out of 10 you're on the right path. May not feel like it all the time. Like I said, anything worth a shit does not come easy. Anything that comes free is free to come and go as it pleases. Of course, people love getting free stuff, but they don't respect it. You know, if you're handed everything in life, you're going to grow up spoiled little prick like all these little cabalers that inherited all this shit. Like Soros' son, like the heirs of the Rothschilds. Thank God Bill Gates didn't have any kids. Killed enough of them. But, like I said, I just hope I live long enough to see accountability and justice for the victims, us, and the ones that unfortunately have passed as a result of somebody else's heinous crime that up until now they got away with. But no more. Pedophiles should not be roaming the streets. They don't deserve bail. They deserve castration and extermination. Preferably by the victim or the victim's parents, because that would supply closure. You don't need psychiatrists and a bunch of meds. You need closure. You want the guilty to suffer for their crimes against your loved one? Take them out yourself. Legally, through the court. Put the claim on them that they're guilty, and you get to enact the justice part of it. That's what I'm suggesting for the new system. I was raised eye for an eye. Hey, you punch me in the eye, I'm going to punch you right back. Then we're even. And you can make up your mind to punch me back again, and get hit again, or walk away. And shake hands and be friends, like in the old days. Me and my friends used to fight all the time over stupid shit. Beat the shit out of each other. Next day, we're out playing again. Didn't change our friendship, made it stronger. You know, life's an experience, preferably a good one. Trying to make it better. You know, I'm a thrill seeker, adrenaline junkie, Karen used to call me. Can't do much of that anymore. That's why I'm so frustrated. On the inside, I'm still a kid. Happy, healthy, and no fear. On the outside, time catches up with us. Takes longer to recover. I've always worked hard and played harder. Up until now. I'm not used to this. I don't like it. I'd rather be building something like I used to at work. Even if it only stood there for 3 days for the trade show. Doesn't matter, at least it was something. And it changed every show. It's like building full-scale models that I used to do when I was a kid, small ones. I miss that. But, as in life, you gotta change and adapt. So, this is me adapting to change. Reluctantly, stubbornly, but needs to be done, so buck it up, buttercup. Of course, like I said, people are thinking the grass is always greener somewhere else. Problem is I live in Vegas, and as you can see out there, a lot of it's fake grass, so don't be deceived by the fakery and the fuckery. Yeah, it might look shiny and new until you get it, and you realize it's corroded and old. They just slapped some paint on a turd, rebranded it, remarketed it, and raised the price. Talked you into thinking you need it. You don't need much. The problem is people want lots. I want lots. Yeah, I'm guilty of envy. I'm envious of every guilty motherfucker's mansion. Their Ferraris, their Lamborghinis, all the materialistic stuff that we shouldn't care about, but it was programmed into me from a young age. I was raised like the cable guy. I was plunked down in front of a TV. I was the first remote. Dad used to tap me on the head and say, "Change the channel, boy." You know, so he could watch all the football games. Otherwise, I was holding the antenna, putting my leg up and my arm out so it didn't static out, just to get the best reception. That was my job as a kid. And I loved it. I wish I could do it again. I miss my dad. He died at 58. I'm 58. I've been living on borrowed time for a long time, all year. Trying to make the best of it. Trying to make him proud. Sorry. Emotions run deep when you talk from the heart. Can't help it. You can love it or hate it. Like I said, I don't really care anymore. I'm beyond caring. I care too much. That's why it hurts. It's what drives me to do some of the stuff I do. Lately, all of it. But in closing, everybody needs to go see Dear Mr. President. It's free. It's online, dearmrpresident.net. You put your email address in there, that's it. You can watch it for free. It is in dedication to Charlie Kirk. We're replaying it again. I'm getting the Bill Gates out of my computer. You know, I got a virus, so I got to clean up my computer before I can download it and upload it on my channels. But it'll get there. The other thing you can do, go check out Herms for Cali. Louis Herms, great friend of mine, founder of Screw Big Gov and the Truth Tours, Freedom in Action, Unity Tours, etc., yada, yada, yada. He does so much stuff, but you need to check him out. He's running for governor of California. If you want to save California, vote for Louis Herms. Support him. Vote for him. Check out his website. Check out his social medias. You can see everything he did. He's one of the most authentic people I've ever met in my life. I'm proud to call him my friend. Another one, if you live in Vermont, vote for Kevin Hoyt. Another great friend of mine. Another authentic, just grassroots dude. He's the founder of Grassroots Warrior Network. He's also self-proclaimed governor of Vermont. He's run all the real governors and everybody out of town. So support these guys. You want to make a change? Start with that. You know? I mean, if you can't get out on foot and be firsthand in people's faces doing something, donate. You're spending $10 on fucking Starbucks, for Christ's sake. Magdalena is their fucking logo. It's a water demon deity. Talk about demonistic crap. Lord knows what they're putting in your coffee. It's probably stupidity and ignorance, because it's got everybody hoodwinked into paying $10 for a cup of coffee. So, but instead of funding the Cabal Coffee Company, fund somebody worth a shit. Fund somebody that's doing something for you and for everybody else, instead of taking advantage of you. You know, I mean, there's great channels out there. I quit watching a lot of the Patriots with a Y because they just disgusted me. They're just in it for a paycheck or a like or some kind of ego-based bullshit. You want real facts? Watch We Not Me, Jason Q. I mean, if you could go back in time on the Wayback Machine, see if you can find some of the old YouTube videos. Oh my God, they were the best. Before they all got banned. Yeah, We Not Me. Time Is Now podcast. Unpopular Viewpoint. Renegade Media. Nino's Corner. Mel Carmine at QFS Team 1. Carol Maureen Friesen at Lightworkers Institute. Go check out her resort down in Costa Rica if you could make it. It's a beautiful place. It's on my bucket list, Carol. I'm going to make it one of these days. Of course, you might get stuck with me. You know me, I get attached to things. And Scott and Joe Rosati from TruthStream. Steve Tenner. I used to call him Scooby. He was the one driving around in the Scooby Mobile, the Mystery Machine on Truth Tours. Tarot by Janine. Adventures in a Cosmic Suit with Mark Atwood. Charlie Ward. Dave Mahoney. Nicholas Vinyamin. Benny Johnson. Charlie Kirk. They are the real voices of America. Not the phony patriots. Damn sure not the cabal media. Yeah, it's time to flip the script. Flip it in our favor. Decades ago, the world flip-flopped in the wrong direction. I saw it firsthand with the divorce. You don't expect the enemy to be within your own camp. Those are the ones that bite you in the ass and hurt you the deepest, hurt you the hardest, worst. But that's one thing that I don't do. I don't betray people. I'm brutally honest. That was my old emails. Brutally honest at Yahoo. Because I was brutally honest. I'm still brutally honest. Whether it's good, bad, or indifferent. I speak the truth. I call it out as I see it. I don't beat around the bush. I don't sugarcoat it. Sugarcoating's for sissies. Snowflakes. You know. Some of these woke younger generation pieces of shit. You're nothing but a burden on society. You're living in your parents' house. Can't get a real job. You're worthless. The only thing you're good at is twiddling your thumbs on a joystick, or a controller they call them now, for a video game that makes no fucking sense except the people that wrote the game money. But hey, you want to spend the rest of your life playing games? So be it. Starve to fucking death. I won't miss you. Your high scores don't mean shit in this world. A high score doesn't get you a degree. Might get you paid a little money on some of the sites. Maybe in a tournament or something. But it's a fucking game. It's not real. You want to be treated like a real person? Act like a real person. Do something for real. Do something that has meaning. Something to make a difference. Something to make life easier or better for somebody else. You keep thinking about yourself and yourself only, you're going to die a lonely person. Me, I'm blessed and fortunate to have amazing, great friends. Unfortunately, they're not actually here with me right now, but scattered all over the world, a phone call away. Without them, I wouldn't have made it this long without Karen. I had 2 grandchildren this year. My son's first son and my daughter's 4th son. So proud. Sad that Karen couldn't meet them or see them for herself. Oh, I got to meet Jude. Still got to meet Luke yet. They're still in Texas, but one day, make it. It's in the plan, or on the bucket list, as they say. Anyways, enough about me. Enough about rant. I got to take care of the turtle and the dog and my cat. Otherwise, I hope you guys have a better day than we've had in the past. Hopefully it's better and brighter and blessed. And don't give up hope. God wins. And since God wins, we win. Unless you're one of the evil bastards, then I hope you suffer horrifically. I couldn't wish the worst on you. I wish tenfold what you've done to us happens to you. You guilty motherfucker. Yeah. I think that's where I'm going to leave it. It's time for the guilty to be held accountable. It's time for the victims to get justice. And time for us to get our country back. Get our world back. get our currency back. Gold and silver. Gold and silver is the real currency. Fiat Federal Reserve note should burn like the Federal Reserve building and all the cronies that ever worked there. The banks, all of it, all needs to be disappeared. You know what those high-rise bank buildings should be used for? Veterans, homeless veterans housing. The rehab for veterans and victims. And these godforsaken children that got trafficked, oh my God. I have friends that are rescuing kids out of these fucking traffickers' houses. They got tired of dragging out and cuffing up the same perps. So now they just leave the perps in piles for the coroner to pick up. It's all they're worth, body parts. They save the children and kill off the pedophiles and the traffickers, which is the way it should be. I commend them for that. And what they're having to see and go through, I couldn't imagine. Thank you for your service. The public needs to see that shit. When I went down the rabbit holes years ago, oh my God, I've seen shit that I can't unsee. I've hid it from my kids. And some of it from Karen, because I knew she couldn't cope with it. And she was a nurse. She's seen all kinds of shit. But seeing what they did, seeing who did it, and seeing them still run amok is fucking disgusting. It just fucking enrages me that these motherfuckers are getting away with it. No more. And dear Mr. President, if you don't have them taken out, God forbid if I have to, it's going to be a bloody fucking mess. A bloody mess. Anyway, bye for now. Sorry for the rant. Hope this uploads. Otherwise, it'll just be on WhatsApp. Anyways, have a great day. Love and light. God wins. Where we go, when we go all.